The call of the wild has long drawn men to challenge its powers, because in nature, like life, it's only those who are willing to risk who can be rewarded. Every town we know on the west coast of Tasmania owes its existence to the hardships endured by our early pioneers. Armed with an axe, billy, gold pan and some tucker, these hardy men would venture out for months at a time, carrying their homes on their backs. Although only a few decades ago, the challenges faced by these men are hard to comprehend in this modern day. Instead of heavy cast iron camp ovens, we have lightweight jet boils. Instead of rough maps and unreliable compass, we have GPS. Instead of tired horses, we have quad bikes. And instead of heavy punts, we have inflatable rafts which we can carry on our back at almost no extra weight. There has never been an easier and safer time to explore and see our wild places than right now. And in this video, we'll do exactly that. I'm heading into a new area to explore and prospect for gold. Every indication is telling me there should be good deposits along the river, so I'll be travelling 20 kilometers downstream and testing along the way.
Oh, welcome to the beautiful west coast of Tassie. Woo! What a day. About 10 degrees, no chance of rain and 100% chance of gold today. We're going on a massive Packraft trip. This is a good gold bearing river. A lot of gold's come out of this river and I've got several kilometers of unexplored ground. I got the gear to camp overnight. We're gonna hit a smashing deposit. We're gonna make camp on the side of a bank somewhere and just soak it in. So I'm pretty excited for this trip. I'm gonna be testing out the brand new raft. This will be the maiden voyage for this new alpaca self-bailer. Ryan from Packraft Australia has sent it to me to use over the summer, and I can't wait to see what epic trips I get out of this. It's an absolute beast of a thing. So self-bailer means it's got the holes on the bottom, so any water that comes into the deck is washed out underneath, so you don't have to pull over and tip it out or whatever. So this is a lot better for some of the trips I got planned for summer, and it's also got one of these tie zips where you can actually put all of your luggage inside of the raft. So you've got nothing over the top. Ryan's also sent me this little packer pump. So you use this to put the last amount of pressure into the raft, and it's really handy too because got all the repair kit stuff in here if we have a little mishap. So I'm going to be gearing up with the life vest because I told my wife I would. And I, ladies and gentlemen, am a man of my word. Let the fun begin. So I'm literally maybe 30 seconds in, and I've already found these beautiful crevices. on the inside bend of the river. Could it be that I get on the gold this early? That would be insane. So I've got a couple of little flakes, very small flakes. It's all right, we'll keep moving. Scratch that place off.
I noticed pretty early on the clarity of the water was terrible. Heavy rains from days ago were still making their way downstream, stirring up sediment. Aside from the fact I was pretty much way overcommitted to the trip already, I figured I could at least try and see what I could find.
Look at that bloody creek. You thinking what I'm thinking? Better go in for a look. So I've got the day pack. We'll go for an explore up here, see if we can't find somewhere to work, have a bit of a scratch. Looks like it jumps up in elevation pretty quick. There's some waterfalls straight away, which is probably a good thing. We might see bedrock sooner than I thought. This is bloody incredible up here. So I've come a fair way up the river. Kilometre up the creek, and only just got onto a couple of little bits of bedrock, some potholes and a couple of crevices without any gold. I might have to come back here a different time. Water's so bloody murky, it's making it near impossible. It's steep.
Soon enough I found some pretty nice looking cracks to work, and was taken away by the large amounts of fine magnetite in the pocket under this crevice. Usually where you find magnetite, you'll find gold mixed in with it.
we're onto some gold here. It's only small, but there's probably like 10 little bits in this tiny little crack I found over the other side. Just come over to get my snuffer. It's a bloody good sign. We've got so much river to do here.
While there was undoubtedly some okay gold in this spot, I found it too inconsistent. Some crevices had a piece or two, while others had none. I decided I'd continue travelling downstream.
So yeah, we found a little bit of gold, but the ground's not that ideal, and I'm gonna move on. But I've marked this spot, so I might come back here. Definitely come back here. We're looking for that big deposit, somewhere that's just such a good track that the big nuggets couldn't help but just fall in there. I don't know about this spot. A few gravels. The angle's not bad for catching gold. Could be some stuff down there. I'll jump in and have a look.
But unfortunately there was no gold to be found, so it was time to move on.
Imagine hitting that wall and just flipping into that rock. Gnarly. bloody falls. Alright, it's a good thing I bought the helmet and the jacket.
After covering about 12 kilometers of the river, the day was getting away from me, and it was time to start thinking about where I was going to spend the night.
Bugger it. I'm done with the gold for the day. I saw this nice little shelf here and came up for a look, and it's incredible. Have a look at this. Got a little creek down there with clear water, little cascade, and I'm gonna set up camp right here. So I've just sat the bags down. Oh, so much timber around here for wood. Check out this epic bridge. Massive. Hope it's strong enough. Yeah, loves it. Ooh. Shit. Nearly give me a heart attack, that little crunchy bit on it. Well, shouldn't complain, but it's pretty uneventful on the gold, but that's alright. Bad timing, that's all it is. Too much rain the last week and the water's all murky still. But who can argue with being out here? Gold or no gold.
The following morning it was time to continue my journey downstream. So after a quick breakfast, packing up camp and getting back in my cold wetsuit, it was back to the river.
Good morning. Woo. See what we can find today.
It soon became evident that the river was deepening. I wasn't seeing any bedrock, and sharp logs stuck out of the water as hazards to the raft. But the serenity of a morning paddle cannot be beaten.
So I was just coming down the stream and I noticed these two little pole type things here. And there's like a little flood meter up there. So we'll go up and have a look. Check it out, there's a little wire there. Here as well. So it stops on that tree there, wrapped around that tree. Must have spanned across the river, but for what reason? What the hell? Look at this little box. Oh, no way. Look at that. See that little box up there? That was put in with those wires to cross the river. What the hell is this place? This road or track is not on any maps that I know of. That's an old four-wheel drive track. What the hell? That's incredible. We are literally in the middle of nowhere, and I don't think that track is on any maps I've ever seen. Not so clear anymore. Wow. What the hell? There's hardly any foot track leading away from this thing. Like, it probably rarely got used. The wires still seem pretty tough, really tough. Look at that. Oh, no way. It still works. So the only thing stopping this from actually moving is this wire here, which is padlocked. So technically, if you cut this, you could slide this along the entire length. You'd have to clear the vegetation as you go, but that is freaking amazing. Look at that, they've got the little shelter down on one side, and this is it here if you undo that there. Seats about 4 comfortably. It's on these really strong tough wires, and it's just a bit of dogwood and other trash down there that wants cleaning up. I suppose I better go and see what's on the other side after this. What a find. This has got to be 50 years old, or close to. It's in wicked condition. So I guess you'd get off here and you'd be heading this way. Ah, here we go. Rivers and Water Supply Commission cableway. Maximum load 450 kilos. Danger. Keep clear. Persons. I can't really read that small stuff. There it is, clear as day. So I'll go over the other side and we'll have a look over there. So this here is the landing zone. For the cableway. What are we doing when we land? Is that a track up there? Not really getting any indication that they went up the hill there. There's no cut stumps, there's no footmarks, there's no old track. Nah, it peters out pretty quick. Must go up into the hills somewhere. I reckon they've spent a heap of money putting it in and then basically never got used. What an awesome little find. Was not expecting that. I have to come back and explore that properly one day. I'll do some research on that track that leads up. Try and figure out why they put that in and if it continued to anywhere interesting.
If you enjoyed watching this video, please leave me a like and a comment. And feel free to share it with someone you might think would enjoy a ride in the Tasmanian wilderness. And make sure you check out packraftaustralia.com.au. Until next time guys, take care.